Hello, everybody. Bits and Pieces here. It's been a long time, but I just wanted to stop in and give you just a brief update, some stuff I'm working on. As you all have known, if you've been following me, I had been terribly busy really since pretty much July, and it has been nonstop until really just about last week. So I'm finally back into the swing of things, making more music, trying to be more active on social media, all that fun stuff. I also have to let you know I probably had to re-record this 100 times because I make so many videos for the university I teach at that I started this a lot with, hey, instructor James here. So that does happen quite a bit. But I wanted to share with you something pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to share what I have with the work in progress so far. But before I do that, I want to show you something that I've been kind of fiddling around with in this Rhythmic Studio program that I use. So we're going to listen to something really quick, okay? And I'm going to kind of fool around with this a little bit and show you what I've been working on. So give me just a moment here. I believe it's this one here. So we're going to hear this this piano, right? Let's take a listen to what I have right here. Okay, so I created a really quick, it's 170 beats per minute, as you can see up here. And I wanted this to be kind of a heart-pumping thing. This is supposed to be really like a big final boss track for the piano chiptune project, the hero in his own head type of project I've been working on. So you're going to hear a lot of things incorporated. But I started messing around with the pianos again to make it really intense. Then I decided, hey, what happens if I start fiddling around over here in the FX instruments area and I start fiddling around with different things in here. Okay, so I started doing that. And what I did was I duplicated this. So I was able to duplicate this sound. But then into the next one, if you take a look, I messed around with it a lot. Okay, you see that? Now, what happens when we listen to this? So you can very slightly hear the same notes, but it's very distorted and almost sounds like a drum. Okay, and that's going to make a lot of sense when we get up to this part, which is like probably my favorite part of the track so far. And you can see it's not fully completed yet. I've got a ways to go, but I just wanted to share that with you to show you like I'm trying to experiment with some new things. It's really fun. And I'm still using the same program to again prove my point that you do not need the latest and greatest things to make some pretty fantastic stuff. So let's go ahead and give this one a listen. I don't yet have a title for this because I want to make sure it's a really fitting title, but I'm trying to make this once again the magnum opus of essentially this soundtrack or this project I'm working on. So let's go ahead and give it a listen. Okay, the beginning's a little slow on purpose, and it's going to kind of build up to it, and you'll start to hear that, and then we'll talk about it for a little bit. So here we go. yeah, so that's what I have so far. Okay, this is pretty wild stuff. I'm pretty excited about it. So, a couple of things to talk about. You noticed the this sound here. Okay, if you recall from a while back, part of the soundtrack, the project is there is this kind of foreboding, ridiculous enemy by the name of Faltros, and that's part of his theme. So of course I put his theme back in here, but I also, if you did see this as well, listen carefully, you also heard the Strike Them Down, the battle theme. I put that in here as well. So I did a lot of things on purpose to get everybody like, oh, okay. So I kind of do what I like to do. So I sped it up a little bit for this project and this particular track, and have really incorporated it and starting to incorporate a lot of those elements. I want people to feel like this is not somebody again to be taken lightly when they're going to fight the boss. So and you'll also notice what I mentioned here. The piano started and then it turns into this really like just wild drums. I was originally going to put pianos in here right away, and I felt like no, I want that intensity of like this is like that fight. Like you better prep. So it's obviously not done yet. I still need to do some tweaking, but I just wanted to give you some of a heads up on what I've got so far. So I hope you really enjoyed this. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube. I don't do that very often, but I felt like this is a longer video, so I just wanted to share with you that. All is well, I promise. I'm finally, like I said, getting back into the swing of things, and I'm pretty excited that I have more time to start working on more of this. Okay. Also, quick side note: be on the lookout in the next probably month or so. I'm going to officially release a single release track, and I have the artwork all set up, the album cover, all that fun stuff. So be on the lookout. Feel free to join my Bandcamp page. Reach out to me if you need some information on how to do that, and I'll be happy to help. But again, really, really hope you're all doing well, and thanks for watching. I will catch you next time.